Hello guys, and welcome back to VEDS. The other day I was listening to an episode of the pop music podcast Switched on Pop. On that episode, one of the three hosts was trying to explain to the other two why he didn't like the band The Killers. It was an interesting shift in what the podcast is usually about. Usually it's about celebrating music, but this kind of turned into an exploration of why people don't like particular music. And then after the ad break, there was a bit of a plot twist where it became about why he liked the Killers songs he did. And I really like this premise of exploring the music of an artist you don't typically like. So today I'm going to give you two examples and then kind of delve a little bit deeper. And I'm not holding back on the musicians I am choosing to talk about. They are stone cold classic musicians. It's easy to go up and be like, I don't like Nickelback or Machine Gun Kelly. But no, I'm going to come out the gate. Be honest with y'all, I don't like Bob Dylan. Don't get me wrong, he's a great songwriter, but the man sounds like a Muppet. And not a good Muppet, like a Muppet who was rejected from the Muppet Show. So yeah, not a big Bob Dylan fan. However, he does have a couple songs I like, one of which, the one that I like the most, is Forever Young, specifically the fast version. This is a song sung towards someone, kind of giving them this very broad blessing of everything they would like in their life, along with sprinkling in some common pieces of advice and folk aphorisms. All the while, you got some nice jangly music going in the back and a harmonica that is driving that song forward like there is no tomorrow. And yes, even Bob Dylan's rejected Muppet voice works in the song because it sounds so at the same time like casual, but also sincere. Now, I'm sure I'll turn some heads saying that I don't like Bob Dylan, but I think this next one is actually going to get me in trouble with some people. Y'all, I don't like Prince, and I don't know why. I really don't have good justification for it, other than maybe I saw Graffiti Bridge when I was too young and it just turned me off from him. Talented musician, talented performer. I really appreciated how he approached his creative process, but when it comes to actually listening to his music, it's kind of a snooze fest for me, except on a posthumously released demo album called Piano and Microphone 1983. And I think why I like this album, and specifically his version of Mary Don't You Weep that's off it, is that it's stripping away all of the production. It is literally just him at a piano singing into the microphone. It's stripping everything away, and it's leaving you with that raw talent of his voice. Like, the piano is carrying a fair amount of the songs, however, it really is just there to support Prince's vocals. There's kind of a bluesy aspect to it as well, which appeals to me, and I feel like there's a lot of nice unpolished spaces within the music that gives it a lot of texture. One of these days I hope to join the rest of Prince's fans in a full appreciation of his catalog. However, I just feel lucky now that I found kind of a more obscure piece of his discography that I was able to latch onto. Okay, so why do I like this premise so much? Why do I think it's so interesting to talk about Mary Don't You Weep and Forever Young, even though I'm not a fan of those artists' larger work? I think it's because when I was younger, forming my musical opinions, I did so very much in an us versus them mentality. I created barriers of genre and of time period and stuff of like what music I allowed myself to like. Oftentimes this led to me missing out on a lot of good music. Like most of Taylor Swift's early stuff, when Call Me Maybe came out, I didn't like those. I was such a snob about them, and I'm like, this isn't real music, I'm gonna go listen to Pink Floyd. And I love Pink Floyd. I saw Roger Waters live the other day. However, I now can also say that Carly Rae Jepsen is one of the best performers working today, and I like almost every album that Taylor Swift has put out. And with each of those artists, it started with a song. I heard one song that cut through the snobbery, and I was able to be like, yes, this is good. I want to hear more like this. But you gotta be open. You gotta allow yourself to check out that single from an artist who you thought you disliked. You have to be able to recognize that, yeah, sure, Bob Dylan has a weird voice, but he's also got Forever Young. I hope my musical tastes continue to flourish and expand, and I'm wondering about any artists that you guys thought you didn't like, but then you turned around on, or there's an artist that you still don't like, but man, they've got that one song. Or if it's an author and they've got that one book, a director and they have that one movie. I'm curious what piece of media from someone you usually don't like really resounds with you. And with that, I will leave it there. Friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see you tomorrow.